Okay, let's go over number 3 and 4 and see how you did. In number 3, we have negative 3x plus y is greater than negative 7. I'm going to rewrite this down below. I'm going to add 3x. And I'm going to get y is greater than positive 3x minus 7. That means my slope is 3. My intercept is negative 7, and my line is dotted because it's greater than. So I'm going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From there, I'm going up 1, 2, 3 over 1. I can also go down 3 and to the left 1. And I know this line is dotted. So I go ahead and make my dotted lines. It says that it is greater than. Okay, so if I talk about a point that I've got here on this line and I go up, that's where it's greater than. That's going to be my pink. Remember that since it's dotted, the points on that particular line are not included in the solution. It's a big area. Okay, let's go to the second equation. Negative 2x minus 3y is greater than or equal to negative 3. I'm going to go ahead and add 2x. And I get negative 3y is greater than or equal to 2x minus 3. I'm dividing by a negative 3. Here's the part where I hope you remembered that when you divide by a negative, you have to switch your inequality. So y is less than or equal to negative 2/3 x plus 1. All right, so I have a slope of negative 2 over 3, an intercept of 1, and I'm going to have a solid line. So I'm starting at 1. I go up 1 from the origin, then I go down 2, 1, 2, 3, over 3, up 2, over 1, 2, 3. And this is a solid line. I make my solid line, and then I look at where I'm shading. Where do I shade? It says everything that's a less than. So any point on here, as I move on my Y, I know that below it, it's less than. All right. So I just went over a little bit on my orange, but hopefully you know it's not supposed to go past that green solid line. So everywhere that it is orange are solutions. So if I'm going to name solutions, 2 of them, obviously 0, 0 is a solution, 0, 1 is a solution. And that one's right on the line. Okay, not solutions. Let's pick this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 0, which means 5, 0 is also not a solution. Okay, let's go to number 4 and look at that one. 3x plus y is less than or equal to 1. I'm going to subtract 3x, and I'm going to get y is less than or equal to negative 3x plus 1. It's a solid line. My slope is negative 3, and my intercept is 1. From the origin, I go up 1. Then I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3 to the right 1. Up 1, 2, 3 to the left 1. I'm going to make my solid line. And now I have to do my shading. And it's less than or equal to, if I pick a point and I know value's less than, so I'm going to be shading to the left side here. Left side. All right. And then let's do my other line. negative 2/3 x plus y is greater than negative 2. I'm going to add 2/3 x, add 2/3 x, and I get y is greater than 2/3 x minus 2. And my slope is 2/3. My intercept is negative 2, and this is going to be dotted. So 1, 2. And I'm going up 1, 2 over 1, 2, 3. Going down 2 over 1, 2, 3 to the left. And this is dotted. Dot, dot, dot. Now we're going to shade. And it says that it's greater than. So any point I pick going up is going to be greater than. And we will see that where it becomes orange is where it's the solution. So let's do solutions. Ooh, it looks like 0, 0 is a solution again. And so is 0, negative 1. Not solutions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, and 5, 0. Okay, so let's do this last section, but as always, feel free to reach out to me if there's anything I can help you with as you look over these answers. Okay, writing a system of linear inequalities from a graph, just like we did when we had the regular linear inequality and it wasn't a system, we're going to be doing the same thing. Write an inequality for each line on the graph using the boundary line and shading to determine the inequality. So we're going to look at inequality 1, which I'm calling the solid line. Examine the y-intercept and slope. The equation of the line is, okay, so if I look at my intercept on this line here, I know that b is 5. I'll write it over here. To do the slope, let's see, where is it hitting? It looks like it's hitting right there. So I'm going down 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to the right. Let me make sure that is hitting there. It's hard to tell. I think maybe it's, let's go down to this one. I think that's more of where it's hitting. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the right 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's going to be a slope of negative 4 over 1. All right. So it's asking me to write it as an equation. So y equals negative 4x plus 5. Are we shading above or below the line? Okay, so that's what we've got to figure out, where we're shading. Are the y values getting bigger or smaller where it's shaded? They're getting smaller, so we're below. The line is solid, not dashed. Therefore, the inequality is going to be less than or equal to. So our inequality is y is less than or equal to negative 4x plus 5. Okay, let's go to the dotted line. Write the equation for this one. It's hitting at our b, or our y-intercept is negative 2. So now we have to do our slope. So it looks like it's hitting to me right here. So for our slope, it looks like we're going up 1, 2. We're going up 2, 1, 2. Oh, I'm not sure that's hitting there. Let's do this one again. It's so hard on mine that hopefully your copies are better. I think it's actually hitting right there. So we're going up 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going up 3, right 5. So that's positive. So we get y equals 3/5 x minus 2. Are we shading above or below? So if I pick this point, the y values are getting larger. So we're shading above. It's a dashed line. Therefore, the inequality is greater than. So this becomes y is greater than 3/5 x minus 2. So what is my system? Y is less than or equal to negative 4x plus 5, and y is greater than 3/5 x minus 2. Okay, let's try a couple of these together. Write a system of equations for the given graphs below. All right, we're going to do the dotted line. The dotted line's easy because it's a horizontal line, meaning it's going through y. We're going to call it an equation first. Y equals -2. Then we look at our shading. Are the y values getting bigger or smaller where it's shaded? They're getting larger, and it's dotted, so it's y is greater than -2. Let me make my negative better. Okay, now let's look at the solid line. The solid line, hopefully I can see this one a little clearer. B is 3. B equals 3. Now let's make sure that I'm able to find exactly, it looks like it's hitting here. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for the slope, we went down 5, and we're going to go right 1. Okay, so that's like y equals -5x plus 3. This is solid. Now we got to talk about our shading. Are the values where it's shaded of y getting bigger from points? Yes, they are. And it's solid, so it's going to be greater than or equal to. So this is y is greater than or equal to -5x plus 3. And that's your system. Okay. All right, for this one we have both solid lines. So let's start with this one first. And it's crossing, it's solid. It's crossing the y-intercept at 3. Okay. And it looks like this is a point right here. So we're going up 2. No, we're not. We're going up 1 and right 1. So our slope is up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. All right, so now let's talk about our y values. Okay, this is a point on the line. All these are points on the line. All these are, is it getting bigger, the y values, as we go? Yes, so it's going to be greater than or equal to. So this is y is greater than or equal to 1x or x plus 3 minus 3. That's a -3. Okay, now let's go to green for this other one. And that's this line. All right, it's hitting at b equals -1. It's also solid, so it's we're going to figure out which direction in a minute. And let's look at this slope. So this slope, we're going down 1, right 1. So the slope is -1/1. And let's talk about on this line, what's happening here. Are these values getting bigger or smaller as we go? So if I look where it's shaded, these are also larger where it's shaded. These are smaller. So it's greater than or equal to. So this is y is greater than or equal to -1x minus 1. Okay. Please, 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 I encourage you to reach out to me with any questions you have. I'm available to work with you on Teams, and it's important as we're finishing up these last few weeks of the quarter that you're understanding what we are doing. As always, you can message me, but you want to be able to feel confident in this material, so you want to be able to ask me questions, and like I said, I'm available to help. Okay, so I'm going to post these on our class page for you to be able to do your homework.